Welcome, everybody, to the CDL Driving Academy podcast. We are here on another episode. I think this is episode 2 officially in our podcast room, and with another Driving Academy team member to interview and talking about what his life was like getting a CDL license, how his life has changed, and a little bit of where he sees Driving Academy coming. So I want everybody to welcome the newest member of our team, Jody.
Hey, everyone.
So Jody is now part of our team as a school director. So
Yes.
he's actually going to be running the show very, very soon. He's
Absolutely.
in training, I think, third week now, right?
Third week.
Very
We're
cool.
in third week right now. Yep.
And you recently got your CDL license yourself, right?
I did in July, recently in 2022.
Cool.
And
what was the motivation? A lot of people watching this were probably in your shoes of some type.
Absolutely. My motivation was, COVID did a number to a lot of people, and I actually wanted to get into the trucking business, whether it was dump trucks or tractor trailers. So I actually wanted to get my CDL license just in case, to get my hands dirty. If I was, my main goal was, my main objective was to have drivers on the road in these trucks and stuff. But just in case, I wanted to be able to have my CDL license to hop in a truck and actually do it myself.
Perfect. So. And you did mention COVID. During COVID, truck drivers were actually considered essential drivers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, definitely.
And that's where a lot of people started realizing how insecure their actual job was, that
For
they
sure.
thought was secure.
Absolutely.
Did you experience something like that in your history?
Yeah, I did.
So you were like most people who are in the job for so many years, and then all of a sudden you think, hey, this is what I'm going to be the rest of my life. Something like COVID happens unexpectedly, and then all of a sudden it's not what you thought, right?
Right, exactly. And it did happen to me where I was with a company for 21 years, and COVID came and, did its number to it, and, I had to figure things out at that point.
Makes
and
sense.
then the one thing that I wanted to do was, and I was always involved with the company that I was with before, great company, by the way. I loved it. They were great employees, great owner of the business. They dealt with, we rented smaller box trucks,
Okay.
14-foot box trucks, 20-foot box trucks, things of that sort, things of that nature. So trucking has always been a part of me for the last 21 years. So I just kind of wanted to stick with that. I wanted to stick with that and keep going. So, I said, I said to myself, let me stay in the trucking field, and since it's similar to what I know, and tractors and dump trucks or whatever the case may be. So that's what I kind of did. And first thing I did was search CDL training on YouTube, and you guys popped up. I saw you.
Look at that.
Saw Tony, the yard manager, Tony, and just weird how the world works, and we're here now. So,
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
So you recently went through, hey, wanted to get a CDL license. Now you did some research.
Yeah.
What was important to you? What were some things that you wish you would have known now that maybe you didn't know back then, to kind of guide people who are kind of going through this process now?
Well, through the process, obviously I did my shopping around. I did my shopping around, and obviously I went through the steps in trying to find the right school. I did not go to Driving Academy for my CDL, but
Went to a place that was closer to you, right?
I did. It was much closer to me because I live in North Jersey. I live in Wayne, New Jersey, so it was a lot closer for me there. The school was about only 20 minutes away from me, so it was kind of convenient,
Cool.
But what I learned, there was a big difference in the schools, for sure. Being here now, and obviously being here for 3 weeks now, and knowing the process of how you guys actually get someone to get their CDL is much easier than the school that I went to, and it prepared me. I can tell it would prepare someone a lot better than my other school that I actually went to. So
That's fair.
Yeah.
And you're a smart guy, so you
Yeah.
figured it out, and you're not an excuses kind of guy, so that's a good thing, right?
No, definitely not.
So you're a guy, realistically, no matter what school you went to, you would have found out how to be successful.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But if you, from your experience, if you would have found our school first,
Right.
would have been worth that extra travel to get a better training
100%.
experience.
Would have been a lot easier, much easier. I think that the process here at Driving Academy is much easier in the sense of where we actually take you step by step as to, as long as you follow that script,
That's
from the permit to in the classroom and taking it to the yard and then taking it onto the road test. I don't see why you shouldn't pass it for the very first time. There's no reason not to.
We have trained over 5,000 students, so we know what we're doing by now, right?
Yeah.
And with that being said, we've kind of created that process.
Sure.
And you've actually seen the behind the scenes of it now
Yes, I
working
have.
for our team.
Absolutely.
And you can see exactly how it was come, and you've seen students be successful with it already
Oh
in
yeah,
a short time.
absolutely, and the excitement that they come in with, and the joy that they come in with when they graduate, man, it's a good feeling, you know. And I think that what you have going on here is to help others out as much as possible, and it's a good way, man. It's a good way to get in your CDL license, and our motto is get on the road to freedom. So
That's right.
You know.
Amen. So you went through the journey of getting your CDL license.
Yep.
You, like many people who are watching, probably had a view of, hey, starting your own business, something like that.
Absolutely.
You went to a school, you got your license itself. Did you ever actually use your license? Did you work for a company, or did you just start your own business?
Yeah, I wanted to start. I wanted to actually work for a company for a year or so and just get the gist of everything and kind of learn the business itself before I actually got into it. So I did work for someone for about only a month.
Okay.
It was working for the ports in Newark.
Okay.
And it was just basically transporting containers from one yard to the other
All right.
for a little bit.
So you had to know how to park those things.
Right, and it was parking was alley docking was really tough, and those ports, the trailers, the containers, they're really tight.
Oh, yeah.
Really
You
tight.
can't even walk in between them.
Yeah, I don't know how these guys got in it, but I did it. You know, I did it, but wasn't great at it.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't
Well,
great
after
at
a month,
it at
how
all.
do you expect to be?
Exactly. So, but unfortunately, things didn't work out there. So, I had a buddy of mine. He was a owner-operator, and he had his own truck, and I hopped in with him for a couple weeks.
Nice.
And he kind of just showed me, you know, different things on how to clutch and use manual 10-speed, and just all the little tricks and things of backing up and alley docking and straight line backing and stuff like that. Alley docking again was definitely one of the hardest things.
Yes.
But getting back to
on the port side, did you have different trailers that you moved, like 20-footers, 40-footers?
Yeah, there was 53-footers, there was 20-footers.
And what was the difference between the 20-foot versus the 53 for the people?
Believe it or not, the 53-footer was easier to back into the space than the 20-footer was.
It takes some more time to adjust.
Yeah, it was weird, man. I was like, what the hell's going on? But it was, I didn't understand it, but later on, as I was getting practice, it kind of
made more sense.
Made more sense as to why.
And that's one thing that we do here at Driving Academy that you've already seen is we have different size trailers that students get to train on. So we have trailers from 20 feet all the way to 48. And the reason why we do that is we don't just want to get somebody ready to drive one truck, one trailer for a test.
Right.
We want to give them the experience to give them the skill set so when they actually get their license, they can actually be better prepared than you were when you went to go for your first job.
Definitely.
Perfect.
Definitely.
Cool. So after the container company, you worked for an owner-operator. What happened after that?
I didn't necessarily, to be honest, I didn't work for him.
just
He was just a buddy of mine that, you know,
nice.
I just wanted to get more practice and more, I was just helping him with him and keeping him company the whole time, but I would drive, you know.
Perfect.
And he was just teaching me a lot. You know, he's been in trucking for about 10 years, I think he is. He was in the trucking game for. And so he knows all the little ins and outs and everything you need to know about trucking, you know. So he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot within a couple times of being out on the road with him, you know.
Cool.
So,
and what was the next phase after that?
well, the next phase after that, I was worked for I kind of wanted to get into the dump truck business. So I said, maybe I want to get into the dump truck business. Maybe I don't want to go over the road, you know. I knew I had some connections with construction companies and whatnot, so I said, let me try that field. But again, I wanted to work in the field and get my hands dirty in that before actually.
How important is that for somebody? We get a lot of calls all the time saying, hey, I just want to be my own boss one
Absolutely.
day. What should somebody really think about, whether they should just start their own business or should they actually work in that field before they start?
I think that they should definitely work in the field before they actually try to open up their own business and do it. Learn the business, learn everything about it. You know, there's a lot of things to learn in this trucking industry, you know.
What are some of the pros and cons one way versus the other in your mind?
The pros were just everything I got to learn. Everything I got to learn.
Because if you didn't work for them, then you'd have to learn it on your own time.
All on your own time, and trying to run a business, the admin work, all the other work that, obviously the overhead that comes along with the business. And that in itself is something that you have to learn, and trying to take on learning how to actually drive the vehicle and know the steps to doing so is a process in itself. So it's a lot.
Almost like two different skill sets.
For sure, without a doubt.
Master one skill set before you move to the next.
Absolutely.
And I agree with that 100%.
100%.
Unless you got a boatload of money and you just want to kind of blow it, then you could do that
absolutely.
too.
Right,
Perfect.
right.
Cool.
So,
and then from there, so you had a dream of opening up your own trucking company.
For
You've
sure.
actually had the experience. You wanted to learn.
Absolutely.
What did you see here now that you are actually working here instead of opening up your own trucking company?
From what I told you in the beginning, when I popped up the CDL pre-trip and training and whatnot, you guys popped right up on YouTube. So automatically I said, this guy's got something going on here, Cool. And I love what he's got going on. And, and as I got more and more into the CDL process, and even going to the school that I went to, I actually went back to your videos to learn the actual pre-trip.
While you were in school?
While I was in school.
And I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get stopped from time to time. Hey, John, you taught me everything I know about driving a truck.
Yeah.
I said, did you come to our school? No, I went to another school, but I saw your videos. Damn, that's messed up.
That's messed up. But yeah, I learned a lot from you guys. So,
cool.
and once I had my resume out on Indeed, and I think you guys reached out and saw the resume, and what really, again, from that point, I saw you guys on YouTube, and I loved everything you had going on. I mean, I think from the minute I first interviewed with Steven, great guy, man, love Steven, he's a character, but I just felt comfortable. I felt comfortable, and I walked through the doors, and I saw the difference in what your school offers compared to the others.
Nice.
Yeah. The structure that was built there, the classroom that was there, it was just, everything was up to date. It was high tech, the iPads were in play, and it's just, the videos were in play for each student. You could just see everyone kind of engaged in everything, and the whole process of how they're set up, and the office itself, on how the employees were answering the phones, and how the service was, and how nice everyone was.
It's a whole nother level.
A whole nother level.
We are the best truck driving school, I always said, right?
And I see why.
Beautiful.
And I definitely see why.
Very cool.
So yeah.
So what happens to the people, and I have a very clear thought process behind this, where owning a lot or owning 100% of a small thing might not be as good as being part of a team that can grow.
Absolutely.
So how did you balance that out when it came to working here?
Well, meeting you, obviously, and seeing the vision that you had, seeing your vision that you have for the school and where you want it to go, and wanting to help others. And I've always been someone to want to help others. Whether, I've been through a lot in life, so... but one thing about me is always wanting to help others, and that's something that you guys really take pride of in here, and the whole team does. It's not just not just you. So you can tell the sincerity behind it all, and I want to be a part of it, and I want to see this thing be in 50 states, nationwide, international if we could. Why not?
That's the plan.
So
our mission is to help 1 million people get on the road to freedom.
Absolutely.
Get 50 locations is our first target.
Absolutely.
We're doing it through franchising. So if you guys are interested in joining our team, either through a franchise, or maybe you want to join our team in management, or an instructor, or office, whatever it is, we're always looking for great people. You can always contact us on our website, go to our careers page, and then we can always start the conversation there. But what would be... so now you've kind of been here 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
You see a big future. You like everything that's going on.
Love it.
Beautiful.
Get up every morning, loving what I do.
That's a beautiful thing.
Everyone sees the happiness when I come home. My children do, and my mom. They all see it.
Nice.
So
maybe they're going to see this episode.
Oh, absolutely.
That would
Why
be
not?
cool, right?
Why not? Definitely. Yeah. So they all see the happiness. I mean, I'm happy. So,
nice.
yeah, I just want to see where this goes, and that vision that's there, I want to see it happen and come to real life. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Now I'm very glad to have you a part of the team.
Thank
And just
you.
for everybody else to see, Jody was hired to be a school director. School director is kind of like the general manager of the location that we have currently.
Mm-hmm.
So every business, and we are the best, but we're not perfect. No
Sure.
one's perfect.
Sure.
So there's always improvements that are happening.
Absolutely.
So what are some things that you actually see that you can actually improve on, and things that is going to benefit the people looking to get a CDL license here with us?
From what I've seen so far, there's a lot of the structure in itself is well designed, and obviously there's a script there for them to follow, and as long as they follow that script, they're gonna get their CDL license. For me, as far as making changes when it comes to certain things, I would just maybe like to add another truck or so in the yard to make it to get some more students in there to
Perfect.
help out the whole process. Structured a little bit more, where obviously what we have now when they're in our yard, there's no sitting around. They have this simulator, state of the art simulator. Then they have the actual trucks where they can practice their parking. We have our pre-trip, where pre-trip is one of the hardest parts
Oh yeah.
of the test. And when I tell you it is hard, you have to learn these things word for word.
Yes.
And that's something that you really have to put a major study factor and studying around that area.
Correct.
But as far as helping the students, I just want to make sure that they come in, they feel comfortable when they come into the office, they get a great experience and know that they're going to come into the school and know that they're going to have great service as long as they stick to that script. Great instructors that
Yes.
are going to get them through the whole thing, and let them know that we're here for them.
Yes.
And anytime they call, anytime that they need anything done or any kind of information that's needed to them, whether it's walking them through DMV process or helping them get their permit and making sure that they're studying for that permit and getting them through that pre-trip process, that's what I want them. I want them to feel comfortable throughout the whole process.
Perfect. So we're going to bring our customer service to the next level.
Absolutely.
I definitely think you're the guy to do it.
Absolutely.
We're constantly going to keep training our team, our instructors, our office team to even
Absolutely.
get even better than they already are,
Absolutely.
because there's always another level,
For
correct?
sure. Without
Beautiful.
a doubt.
So I'm super happy to have you on the team.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate
There's
it.
going to be so many amazing
Love
things.
it.
You're going to see us grow tremendously.
Love it.
And so will you guys. So if you guys are not in the New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York area, you do have to understand that we are here to help you out no matter what, because we can accept students nationwide. If you have been a fan here, maybe you're going to a different school, we wish you the best of luck. Either way, we're here to help you any which way that we can. If you're looking to get a CDL license with us, or maybe you just want to figure out more information about our school, one of the cool things that Jody actually mentioned is, how do you guys actually guarantee that somebody can walk away with a CDL license, right?
We do.
And we actually do that. So if you want to figure out how we can
Right.
guarantee that you walk away with your CDL, give our team a call at 908-525-3609, or check out our website at cdldrivingacademy.com. Again, that's cdldrivingacademy.com. If you're not going to see me at the location, Jody's going to be right there. He's going to be running that just as if it was his own, and we're going to continue to grow this thing, and you're about to see Driving Academy blow up nationwide.
Yeah, baby.
So let's do it,
Let's
brother.
do it, brother.
Very cool. All right, guys, see you, and I hope to see you on your road to freedom very soon. Have a good day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.